Make sure to be a member on the channel, link is in the description. Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. So today we are going to have a simulator battle with 23 kills on the MLD. Thank you to two of my members, Lafush and Vivi, and make sure to subscribe if you want to help the channel. Thank you my members, it helps a lot. So let's get into it. So today we are flying in simulator, Fox 1 there, and we are going to it's basically one of the best matches I had in the MiG-23 in simulator. And tell me in the comments if you like this type of content. It's going to be a very, very long video. And yeah, it's just kind of, it's not the everybody uh, everybody's taste sometimes. These long videos, like 40 something minutes. Yeah, I missed the Sparrow there, and then fire another missile, the R-24T. And that's a splash, 14 down. So yeah, we are basically hunting. We are flying together with a friend. He's in a MatAWG 3. Don't ask me why, but he is. And yeah, I was just flying around in Denmark. I think it's the map, and it was just a very, very good map. As you see, we are trying to basically win this because there are a lot of F-14s flying around, and majorly F-14s and F-4s. So it's just one of those matches that it's really hard to win, especially because they have more numbers than you and they have more fighters than you. It's not even a thing of like they have better fighters than you. It's just a thing that my team had. My friend there killed an F-14, but in general, it's just a thing that there's so many enemies in here that it's just complicated to win a match like this. So yeah, but it is a very fun way to fly, and I just enjoy it very much. So I hope you enjoy, and let's just keep watching and just commenting on a few things there and here, and just talk a little bit, because if I talk for 40 minutes, I'm going to lose my throat. But yeah. So yeah, radar contact there. And being locked. Decided to go defensive. Pop some chef. Being cold always helps. Yeah, look at the phoenixes just passing by. And yeah, there's the F-14. I think it was two flying around near me, but there's one of them that I see there. Yeah, he killed my friend with the phoenix, I think. And he's just spamming the missiles, flying around. Yeah, there my friend is going down. And we are merged with the F-14. So a lot of F-14 as you're going to see, and I think it's just a matter of time. I think it's like 90% chance that we are going to see 4th gen stuff for other countries in next patch, because the F-14, even though in the Fox 2 there, let's see if we got him. Very good track. Splash. Another F-14 now. And it's just a matter of time before they added more stuff like this, because even though the F-14 is not the most OP thing ever, in the BVR department, its radar can be very, very hard to actually fly against. So I really think that they are going to add more 4th gen stuff. I made the videos, check it out. I made other videos explaining on other aircraft that are coming probably. So make sure to see that. And we are merged again. But as I was saying, I think it's just confirmed that the next patch, and even in this week, we might see, or even the next week, I don't know, we might see stuff like R60Ms and M9Ls coming from more aircraft. But it's just a matter of, I think, balance. We really kind of need this type of thing, but yeah. And I think I remember this kill. It was a pretty dumb one, I think. As you see, I'm using a lot of the IRST to help me guide the R60s, and I really need a track IR, man. Jesus, it's really hard because of the size of the thing on top of the canopy there. Trying to rate fight in a 14 always not the greatest idea ever, but and splash one, but he was too close for me to actually avoid it. So this was my first death, you know. Was really dumb, but you know, it happens. Such a large aircraft, the F-14, that I just did a mistake there. And we took off again. My friend was actually helping me a little bit, telling where people were back in that. But yeah, Fox 1 there. Kind of a close shot, but still, I don't. I think I died here. I don't remember. Let's see. Because of the clouds, I couldn't see the missile, I think. It was just kind of dumb. Yeah, missile just got me, but I didn't see the missile because the stupid clouds, so yeah. This early match was kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. But and then we took off again, because you know, simulator is like this, so as you see, target firing at me. And let me know in the comments if you like this type of video. I'm going to make more of them. I had a match that I killed a lot of people with the Mirage F1 as well. So we might, I don't know, do videos on other aircraft. And let me know in the comments also what aircraft you want to see in this type of gameplay. It's kind of a new type of gameplay, very long battles like this one. An entire match of simulator battles compressed in 40 minutes. This actually it was recorded for like 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think. So it was a very, very long match. And that's why I wanted to share with you because it was a lot of great kills, you know. And I died like 4 times, I think, 3 or 4 times, getting 23 kills in a match that we were highly outmatched and outnumbered, you know. So yeah, it was very good, but it is very hard to win a match like this. We are in a merge again. As you're going to see, this happens a lot. You know, the MiG-23 being not the greatest BVR against an F-14. You know, it is great against an F-4, but against an F-14 is kind of you can kill people with it, but it's just a matter of energy of the missile because they have greater range in those missiles. So yeah, another F-14 here. This was kind of yeah, I was missing a lot of R60s here, but I was in his 6. The IRST always helping, getting the lead to the missile, and the R60 got him. As you saw, the flares didn't change much the flight path of the R60, so I don't know if they changed something on the production of heat of aircraft when you are in a rear aspect shot. But I feel like the F-14 especially, obviously, but aircraft like the F-4, I also feel that they are a little bit more vulnerable to missiles, you know. A great shot by that guy. I mean, he was shooting without knowing if I was friendly or foe, but still. It is just a thing of, you know, um, it just produces more heat, apparently. I feel like all the aircraft, I know, I flew the GA8 the other day, and it was just a matter of it was very very difficult sometimes to actually evade a missile. So yeah, it's kind of fun actually because missiles like the R60 that were very very bad at flare sensitivity back in the day, now they're pretty alright actually, depending on the aircraft that you're flying, of course, and what you're firing. You always have to remember, obviously, that rear aspect shots are way more easier to get kills than all aspect ones, you know, head-on passes and stuff like that, especially when they are flying flares at the missile. So yeah. So just scanning around, just fly around, basically. So most of the match will be like this. So you just have to find targets and try to use the radar. The radar on the MiG-23 being not the greatest radar ever, obviously, especially in range. I mean, I think it's a very good radar, but it's just compared to most of the aircraft. But now we have stuff like the F-14 and Vegan, and they are just a tiny bit better. Not a tiny bit better, a lot better than the MiG-23. Because obviously the radars on these aircraft are made for use together with the GCI, a ground control. So yeah, it just makes it so that you don't have a lot of range. I basically was detecting people from 40, 30 to 45 kilometers max, and this is just, you know, it's complicated. Yeah, missed that shot with the R, and we are merged. My friend there was trying to track magics, but it wasn't tracking. He was on his 6. I decided to go as a secondary behind him to not steal his kill, but he wasn't getting any actual locks or anything like that, but still. Always trying to use the IRST, obviously, to guide, to help lead the missile, you know. It's always a nice thing. Fox shoe, as you see, it helps a lot, and it's at F4, I think. Missed. Oh no, it was a T variant of the R24 there that I shot. So yeah, this is, I have only the R version. As you see, I'm losing a lot of missiles and there are a lot of people here, so it is very dangerous. And yeah, as you see the iron thing on top of the canopy, it really is. I really love this cockpit, but it is a very difficult one to see people actually sometimes, which makes it so that you have to be careful with not seeing somebody near you as sometimes. So yeah, tally on a 14, missed. Look at that, very easy to miss him with the a lot of clutter there is there on the cockpit. Yeah, my friend saw a phoenix coming to me, so I just decided to go cold and just decided to evade the missile because I was going to die if I didn't do that. I was trying to look for the missile now. Really hard to find the missiles sometimes, but it's one advantage of flying against Americans. It's just that their missiles burn for such a long time that it makes it so that it's Fox 1 there, FRC. And I think I decided to land. Yeah, we are taking off now, and they are pushing into our airfield. That was a bot actually, but still they are pushing towards our airfield, so we had to just be quick about it and you know. I was saying something that I forgot, but still. So as you see, we're getting locked from the front, 12 o'clock, fire one R24R, crank to the left, and kept an eye on the missile, almost got hit, and splash. So you can get the F-14 with a BVR, you know. The R24, it is a very, I think it's one of the best, if not the best missile at shorter ranges, you know. It's way better than the E2, and it's better than the AIM-7F in my opinion. It's just that it doesn't have the long range capabilities of an AIM-7F, and I remember what I was saying before. It's a thing of, I think it's just the good part about flying against Phoenixes and AIM-7Fs is that they burn for a very, very long time. The M7F is like 15 seconds, and the Phoenix is like 30. So you just see the missile a lot when you are flying against them, and that helps a lot on actually seeing the target and looking for it. So it is a very, very good option. As you see, I'm already seeing a missile fire there, and it's just a thing that it helps a lot when firing against flying against these aircraft. Here I did a mistake. I actually tried to evade it, not pulling too much. As you're going to see, the missile will change its direction too quickly for me, and yeah, it got me. So that was kind of a mistake. I wasn't actually pulling the amount of G's that I needed to pull, in the roll that I did. It made it so that I lost the first missile, but the second one got me. So yeah. And congrats to our nemesis there. That guy was our only real threat in this server, besides myself crashing. But yeah, we are looking for them again. But it's just as I was saying, it's a thing that it will change eventually. Obviously, the R27 and missiles like that will burn for a very long time as well. So like 8, 10 seconds. They're different missiles. Normally the Russians, I don't think they use the booster system until the late missiles that they did. They just burn for a very, very strong burn and very short time, so it just becomes a little bit of a thing that you have to be careful. But still, it's going to change a little bit when MiG-29s and stuff like that are added. So yeah, I missed that R24, but my friend got him with the guns, the FRE, and we decided to start flying a little bit higher. Just a beautiful game, isn't it? Just such a beautiful thing. So yeah, doing some cap, we actually found a target. I don't remember where he was, but I think it was an A10, I think. Don't remember exactly, but it's so many kills. Yeah, it was the A10. My friend actually went for lunch, so I was kind of alone. R60 out, and Splash 1, the only A10 that I killed. I think it was one of the only aircraft that I killed that it wasn't an F4 or an F14, so just for you to understand how hard it was this match to win, we were trying to actually kill the most amount of bombers and stuff like that they were using. There were like 4 guys that were using the F4 to actually bomb our bases and stuff like that. So our tickets were dropping very, very quickly. But it was just a thing of trying to find them, and then just finding a lot of F14s, and it just becomes a little bit of a hard mission to do when to find these F4s when there are a lot of F14s flying near you and trying to kill you. So yeah, got luck again. So I decreased the altitude because I think I saw something, but yeah, missiles are in the air as you see. It just became cold and you drop some chaff, and the resistance and the bouncing back radiation of the chaff will be greater than yours, which makes it so that you are safe from these missiles. So yeah, we are merged again, F14, as always. I cannot wait until we get in a MiG-29, man. MiG-29 will be amazing. As you see, using the IRST as always. Fox you. And another kill. Another F14. That guy that I was saying, that was kind of our nemesis. Was the main guy that was trying to hunt us. But yeah, he was flying very, very good. Was getting a lot of kills. It's just, and the thing about dogfights against the F-14 is a funny thing because, yeah, as you see, another one. it's a funny thing because normally they have a better continuous turn than you, but because they are flying such in high speeds and with heavy weights because of the missiles and fuel that they have to use, you ended up being lighter and more maneuverable than the other guy, which is always nice to have, you know. And I think it was one of the main reasons that I killed a lot of F-14s. It was because of that. So yeah, it's just a thing of weight basically. And yeah, the F-14 can be very, very dangerous. The F-4, as you see, it's very easy to defeat with the MLD. Obviously, the MLD being much more modern aircraft than an F-4E, or I think it was an F-4E, but it's still one of those things that you have to be careful. You know, the F-14 can be a very, very dangerous threat, not only in BVR, but in here as well, in the dogfight. Yeah, missed the R60, no R60s anymore. And yeah, splash one, and I almost got killed, but yeah, that was a very, very close one, but I did manage to survive. Ended up no missiles, and the fuel was bleeding out, so I decided to go RTB, and we got more fuel. Ended up ripping one of my flaps because I forgot to click the button of changing to auto mode. I'm normally using the auto mode in simulators just because you have so much thing to actually worry about in simulator that the wings are the least thing that it will change too much in the battle. So normally I just use the auto mode until we receive the actual dogfight, you know, until you go for a merge, and then I just change it up for the manual. Uh, as I saw, I fire an R24T and he was only firing Chef, so yeah, F4J down, another splash. So pretty good kill. Very long range actually for a side aspect shot for an R24T, but still. And as you saw, we weren't actually being too aggressive. We are actually just flying around our base and trying to defend it, but it was just so many aircraft. It was very, very difficult. I actually managed to find one of the F4s actually bombing our base. I saw him on the radar, and then I was trying to find him, and I finally found him flying near our airbase, as you see. So yeah, Fox 2, R60 pulling a lot of Gs. I don't think it's going to hit that one. Going to fire another one. Fox 2 again. Yeah, splash. Always remember, of course, the R60 doesn't have the most amount of energy. So yeah, and we are only midway into the battle. It's just a very, very long match. As you see, we are losing it on the tickets there. So yeah, it was a very, very difficult match. Too many targets to actually kill. I don't know what my R24 did there. Jeez. Yeah, we are merged with one target. I think you were an F4, but there are other targets coming towards us. So yeah, I think my friend got killed there. Fox you and splash F4 down again, another phantom. So yeah, it's just a matter of being in the right position, and I just think that the MLD, if it receives the R60M, is just going to be a very, very good aircraft. So yeah, we actually return to base, rearm it, refueled, and we are capping basically again, you know, combat air patrol, just trying to find targets to kill. And yeah, it's just a matter of, I was flying yesterday the MiG-23M, which has the R60Ms, you know, and it's just such an amazing missile. I mean, it just completely changes the aircraft. So you just have to appreciate that if this aircraft get the R60M, we might not even need the MiG-29. I don't know, but still, R24T, Fox 2. I think it's called a Fox 2, right? and splash. Another 4, of course TF4C not being able to do anything, but we still have to kill them because they are bombing our bases, and there were a lot of ones there. As you saw, the loadout that I was using is 4 R60s together with one R24R and one T variant. I think the R variant is the best variant because it's way harder to actually evade it, because you know flares are way more missiles are way more sensitive to flares, the IR missiles, than the radar ones to chaff. So yeah, it's basically a more reliable way to actually get kills, in my opinion. But uh, the amount of kills that I got with the R24T is always nice. You know, I just think that this aircraft should, I mean, it really deserved, in real life even, it really deserved more radar guided missiles. Just a thing of design, you know. So it just becomes a thing different. So yeah, Fox 2 again. I don't think it's going to get that guy. Don't remember. Let's see. Fire another one. Yeah, and my friend got him. I don't know what happened to my R60, but the range was too great to actually hit him. So we were flying together, as you see, trying to maintain it so the same uh, grid, you know, and the same space area. I saw another guy there on the south. Just went directly to him. 5 kilometers, very close. 60 out, but no dice. It was just too much. I think it was a bot even, so I decided to leave him alone, I think. But yeah, it's just a matter of situational awareness, you know, and just being conscious on where you are and what are you doing near everything else that is happening. So yeah, an aircraft, a very good aircraft like this one, helps a lot, you know. Yeah, keeping an eye out on the RWR is always nice. It is a thing that I'm improving, you know. I'm not the most effective pilot and the most experienced pilot in simulator battles. It's just a thing that it happens when you get more time in the aircraft, and on simulator battles they work in a very different way than the ARB. But I'm enjoying very much. That's why I'm actually doing this video, and it's why I actually decided to leave you to you guys if you want to actually um, you know, see more videos like this one. It is just yeah, splash another. And it's just a very fun video to actually record. I mean, it's the problem is edit, you know, is to edit the video because it's a lot of time, you know, like recording to compress in a video. But if you guys like this type of video, and if you like enjoy actually seeing a long battle like this one, I will do more, at least one per week maybe, or something like that, because I enjoy flying very much. I can even make polls and stuff like that to see what aircraft you actually want to see in this. I'm not the most amazing dogfighter ever, as you saw in the dogfights that I did. But you know, I can do some low tier stuff as well. Not too low as Second World War, but like I want to make a video on the Lim 5, for example, which is a very capable aircraft. But yeah, merged again. 1R60, and I cannot see what aircraft that is. I think it's an F4. Almost passing out. IRST as always, trying to maintain his 6. And I was doing kind of a mistake here. You have to actually be conscious of your speed sometimes. You cannot fly too quickly, you know, with this aircraft. You have to kind of maintain 700 kilometers per hour is nice enough. Fox 2 and splash. So another kill. And it's just, I mean, it was an FRC, and I was just getting. It was kind of difficult to actually get him because it was too fast, you know. It was passing out and stuff, so you have to be careful with that as always. And we are RTB again, so yeah. RTB, more missiles, more fuel, more ammo. Something was locking me, and I was just worried about that, so I decided to go cold a little bit. I think this was one of the worst situations that we put ourselves in, because there were a lot of F-14s flying around here, and we were just kind of alone. So it was like 3, I think. R24 tracking. R24T together. Yeah, splash. 14 down. That was a really bad shot from the R24R, because you know he was cold and the radar can confuse itself when going cold. Always remember that. We had a J37, 35 here, but yeah. Even though you have radars and RWRs, the most amount of people that I actually detected was with the good old Mark 1 eyeball, you know, looking around and seeing the dots, the black dots and stuff flying around you, is always the best way to actually identify a target. But of course you have to use the radar to actually identify if it's an enemy or a foe. It is a thing that you have to always do, you know. So a lot of people ask me how to do it, and of course it is just a thing of taking a look on the radar screen and seeing 2 lines, as you see on the HUD itself. Also, the 2 lines, the one larger one on the, I mean, 2 together, one on top of the other will be a friendly, okay? And just 1 line in the radar will be an enemy. If you are using a TWS mode, that can be identified as a little circle, you know, filled it up with the little line coming out of it to identify the direction of the target, with a line underneath it. I think it's underneath or above it, I don't remember. But it's just a line that says that it's a friendly. And if it doesn't have the line, it's just a circle, it is an enemy. So always remember that. Remember that some systems like the early pulse Dopplers and MTIs modes and stuff like that, they cannot have the um, the the IFF system, which makes it so that it's, you know, a little bit more complicated to identify, you know. So yeah, just keep an eye out, and yeah, we're just flying around here making some cap. I always see something and I try to identify it. As you saw 2 times there, I identified a target there, back there, and it was a friendly. Then I identified another one far away and it was friendly as well. And then we found this one, and I think it was an enemy, so I was just trying to identify if it's an enemy or friendly. I think I identified the type of aircraft, and I think it was an F4 or something like that. Yeah, 2 missiles going for it. Splash one, so F-14 down. Pretty good kill. So always try to do the thing that I did here. Try to identify if it's an enemy, and then just go for the kill. You know, try to identify if it's an enemy. If you don't have a radar, don't fire a missile at the guy unless you know it's a friendly, or an enemy. You know, because as you see here, I know that it's an enemy because I identified with the target with the radar, and then I switch back to the IRST to actually lock it without the, you know, the RWR pinging me. So for him, you know, so it just it but you have to identify it first, you know. So especially if you don't have a radar, try to get close. It's like a thing that always happens, you know. Every single match that I fly in this game, I always try to get killed by friendlies. So it's just a thing that you have to really be careful. Even aircraft that has radars, they normally try to kill you. In a match that I was trying to record, I was actually got almost got killed against a MiG-23M, which I mean has an amazing radar for the time, and he was just not identifying me, so he just tried to kill me. You know, an A5 in this match, so it always is a thing that happens a lot. So my friend got killed multiple times in a couple of battles for friendly, so you have to be careful, man. Myself, I already did some friendly kills, of course. We always do, you know, we all do, you know, sometimes. But it's just a thing that you have to really be careful. It helps a lot the enemy team doing that. Yeah, so 4.5 km shot with the R60, but it was, I mean, a Mach 1.7, so the missile had the energy to actually get him, as you're going to see. Yeah, splash, 4 down, another one. So yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, being careful on where the enemy is, and if it's an enemy, and the energy that your missile. As I said, I'm not the most experienced pilot ever here, and I'm sorry about the Discord if you are hearing the Discord. But it's a thing that you have to always remember when you know, doing this type of mission. And yeah, we got back out there. I still had some fuel, some missiles, so I decided to not land. Yeah, there was a missile that went pitbull, so it's a Phoenix. You saw on the RWR. I was looking at the missile and then decided to go for me. Passed on the side there. Only had R60, so I had to make him merge. If not, yeah, look at it, carrier fleet destroyed. So a lot of the F4s were just bombing and doing stuff like this, which makes it so that it's really hard to actually win this. We basically only had like 3 fighters against like 7, 8 of them. So it was a very, very difficult battle to do. We had some attackers, but they were doing much, you know. And some of the fighters that we had were like J-35As or something like that. I mean, the J-35 is a very good aircraft, but come on, compared to an F-14 or a MiG-23MLD, it's not the greatest thing ever, right? So yeah, I was trying to get him. If I had an IRST like the MiG-29, I could do some off-bar shooting, but yeah, this is a very bad shot to do, but yeah, splash. 14 down, pretty good kill, and our fuel was running out, as you see, and our tickets as well, as you see. We were losing really quickly, but yeah, they ejected, so they're fine. But you know, so a beautiful thing when you are flying a MiG-23 to see an F-14 flat spinning like that. But you know how it is. If you are the F-14, it's always nice to see a MiG-23 flat spinning around. So yeah, I decided to RTB because of the fuel, and got more missiles, more fuel, everything, and we are back in the game. I mean, we just knew that we were going to lose, but we were having fun, and yeah, it's just a matter of trying to get the most amount of kills possible, you know. that was This is going to be a very optimistic shot, as you see. I shot an R-23 on the aircraft. We identified because my friend was behind him, but it was just a very optimistic shot. I don't remember if it's going to actually hit him. Yeah, I went for the flares because my friend just fired a missile. I don't know why, but yeah. Come on, man. Fox 2. Yeah, he killed my friend. But he was going to actually get killed before that if my friend haven't actually fired the magic on him. And splash, he's down. Another F-14. So this was a situation that I was actually pretty in a very tight situation. As you're going to see, a lot of F-14s are going to come to try to kill me. So another one is flying down there, as you see. Very close missile, but we are okay. We are marched. I'm too fast and I'm not controlling my speed, so yeah. But there are two F-14s here, but I only saw one for now. But there are two of them, so it's a thing that I have to be careful. But I think this is the last time that I got killed, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't remember. A5 trying to kill him. I actually don't remember. It's so many different kills and combat situations that you end up forgetting a little bit. Yeah, another one on my 6. Very close, and I was damaged. So here I have just a bad situation, because if I try to run from them, they will get me because I'm damaged. And if I try to turn, I will be killed because I'm damaged. My friend got killed there, and he was far away, and he was having troubles actually taking off. The other guy, the A5, got killed too, so I ended up being alone against two F-14s with a damaged wing and a very low energy to actually get him. And I was just in a very, very, very bad situation. You know, I tried to run a little bit, but they were trying to fire at me, as you're going to see. Missile launched. Yeah, he was firing cannon fire, and he got me really, really bad. So yeah, GG. But you know, and I ended up clicking another button. But we took off again. Just a last sortie, really quick to actually try to get them. But you know, you sometimes you're going to get killed in this type of situation. I ended up putting myself into a very bad situation in that spot, but it's not something that you have to, you know, always do to yourself. You just have to be careful. If I knew there were two F-14s before I got damaged, probably would have ran, you know, to my friend cover. I know if he's in a Mirage 3, but still he can get kills and stuff. So yeah, just to cough again, as I said, radar contact there. I knew that he was kind of in a side aspect shot, so my R24R wouldn't be the best thing ever. Just kept following him. And the R24T ended up not having the energy to actually kill him. If I had an R27 here and a MiG-29, he would have died, but in this situation, yeah. When they are cold, the range on the missiles are pretty complicated to maintain. Lost the luck because of the clouds. Obviously, the clouds don't like the IRST doesn't like water on changing the frequency on the heat sources. Yeah, as you saw, they were trying to kill our bases. Yeah, splash another one. So there were so many FRs trying to do this. So yeah, it was a very, very tight battle for us, you know. One of the last combats that we did, R24R, but he was cold. It was kind of a bad shot, I think. Merged. It was too far away, and I think that was my friend actually. Yeah, you see the R530 there tracking. It missed, and I fire Fox 2 and splash. Yeah, this was the last kill. We tried to kill another guy that is, as you're going to see, but this is it for the battle, and this is it for the video. You know, it was a very good match. You know, I think it was just a matter of having a good team. And to be honest, the more I play other aircraft that are not the MiG-23 and not the F-14, the more I see that we need more F4th gen stuff, like the Tornado, like the MiG-29 and stuff like that, to counter the F-14. Maybe the MiG-25, 31, I don't know, but still, let's see what they do in the next patch. And I hope you enjoyed. Leave in the comments if you actually enjoyed this match. If you want to see more of this type of longer matches in simulator, and if you want to be commented or not. I'm trying to comment a lot, but it is sometimes boring to just hear me speaking for 40 minutes. So leave it in the comments what you want to see. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and subscribe, guys. Be a member if you want to help the channel, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. See ya.